Man, it's been like since last year since I last made a video. How funny is that, huh? So yeah, Happy New Year. January 1st right now. DK started the year off really good. Made some beef jerky today. I like making beef jerky. I have a really good recipe, right? But the last two times I've gotten meat from the place we usually get it from, we get it from this Mexican place called Panos, right? The normal guy has not been there to cut it, and I made my dad a batch for Christmas. That's like the best gift my dad wants. He always wants me making beef jerky, whether it's Father's Day, birthday, Christmas, whatever. So I did that, and the meat that I had gotten had never been so thin. So this time, another guy cut it, and it was hard to communicate with him. I said pequeño, meaning smaller, when he kept showing me the cut, because I couldn't see from across the counter. It looked like it was still too thick, still looked like it was about an 1/8 inch, which I don't like it that thick. Like it in between paper thin and an 1/8 inch, somewhere between there, right? But it's hard to communicate that. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so this time they cut it, and I get the stuff home, and it's so full of fat. And I looked at the label before I checked out, and I asked him before I went back. I said, "Was this round steak?" He said, "Yeah, steak." And I was like, "Okay," because the label didn't say round steak; it said something else. When I googled and translated what the word said on the label, it was sirloin. So I made sirloin jerky this time. It's really a lot more fatty than the round steak I usually get, but still whatever. Made the beef jerky, so I got a bunch of it upstairs. It started off as 4 pounds undehydrated. I don't know what that translates to, dehydrated, but this is like a part 2 of the video I made last year. My video last year was like 20 minutes long. I had a bunch of catching up to do with you guys, with like my IP and my ventures and getting the tickets to the UFC event, just other random stuff. So I have a trade to show, an eBay pickup, and I'm gonna throw down a certified autograph sticker on the Topps card with you right there. But first, let's look at the eBay pickup. eBay pickup was from this seller I've bought from several times. Somehow this guy keeps posting more IP or TTM signed UFC Topps cards, which, you know, that's my thing. But last time I bought from him, I had asked him if he had any more UFC signed cards to post, and he said he hadn't. But then these popped up, and these are from my favorite fighter, Michael Bisping. I didn't have any of the 4. I only had 1 of the 4. I have to double check to see if it's an upgrade for my set collection. But one of them was a big ad for me, and it's the best card of the 4. In no particular order into the last card. Here is a gold version of a 2009 main event card. I needed to get, it's one thing I need to do for my videos from now on. I do notice that, especially with me wearing a hat, there's nasty shadow on this. It might also be because my screen brightness is way down too. I don't like my brightness very high at all. Here's a 2011 title shot, all nicely signed in blue. Yeah, so there's that. I know Clint would probably like these. Here's the one I already have, but this might be an upgrade for my set because it's blue. I do collect this 200 count, what do you want to call it? 200 card base set. 200 card base set. It's a 2010 Topps. They didn't really have a name for it. I call it round 4 or series 4. And this is the one that I needed for my set. It's numbered 195 out of 200. It is numbered 195 of 200. It isn't numbered to 200. This one's got the full Michael Bisping with the count inscription underneath it, and then his signature right there. So yeah, I should have all that I need And I got this Brock that's going off to Slab City Sports. Gonna get this authenticated. Hopefully this comes back legit. Otherwise I get my money back for that. But yeah, trying to make sure I got all 200 of those. There was a time when I was really pounding hard on that set. I wasn't focused on making sure I kept them all. For a while I was just gonna do the 180 count. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at this right now. The 180 card set, which is just the base set, and then there was like 20 of these highlight reels that were like numbered 181 through 200, I think. So I wasn't really focused on doing these, and then I started doing them, and then anyways, I'm making sure I'm getting them all in the fold, and that Brock should have been the last card I needed, but whatever. I'm just really rambling. So that's that, and then here's the trade that I didn't get to show in my last video. Start off with the promos. This is really the biggest. The two things I really wanted to trade for are this promo and the card I'll show after. This promo is like the old school UFC promos that there was one or two versions before this, but this is one I used to collect a ton of. And I have a binder behind me full of this style with the black and white collage images, and they used to have a nickname, but Diego Sanchez went through a phase where he was going back and forth. He always was Diego the Nightmare Sanchez. Then like he got kind of like convicted, like religiously convicted about his nickname, and he changed it to the Dream. And then there was a minute like this where he didn't even have a nickname. He just went by Diego Sanchez. So there isn't a nickname like there typically is underneath the last name. But we're very happy to have this, and thank you, Don, for sacrificing out your collection to give this to me. Or trade it to me. I will be doing a display collage, so it'll be this with a few cards underneath it. And then he threw these in as extras, trying to get me back for the extra I sent him. This is a Phil Davis Monster energy drink promo, and then this was another one of the old school UFC promos. They later changed these to a darker collage image background, and then they've just recently gotten rid of it altogether, and it's just a portrait with they look more like this now. They don't do any collage images in the background or anything like that. They kind of do this stuff with them, which I don't really collect them anymore. I'll just get them whenever they're around. But this is Vitor Belfort with the Jesus Loves You inscription. I'll probably end up sending that back to Don because I already have it up on my mantle right now with a couple cards underneath it. And then this, I had to get this. He had an extra one, and I never got my TTM back. But this is Super Sage Northcutt, who recently signed with One Championship instead of the UFC. Signed it with the Ephesians 3:20 inscription down there. Right there, and then I just wiped off the two Don, and so it says Super Sage. Hope you guys can see that pretty well. So really cool to have my first Sage Northcutt on card autograph. He's really hard to get. Doesn't like to sign TTM. His dad kind of controls all that stuff, and then in person he only takes photos. He won't sign. Says he has an exclusive, but he really doesn't. And the one other thing I did today besides put the beef jerky on the dehydrator was I made this. Check this out. Look at this. I made from work. They were throwing away this document or like assembly instructions holder, so I snatched it, and check this out. I put all of my current portrait signed UFC cards in here. So I gutted all 48 pages of my binder and put them in here. So I cut up like 11 by 8.5 or 8, almost 9-inch black poster board background and put them in here. Hope you guys can see it. Yeah, I think we're hitting it pretty good. You see, here we go. More straight on. I just wish all the pages were one color. The frames, I mean, I did the best I could to make them symmetrical. As you can kind of see, I got like white, 3 blacks and a red, white, 3 blacks and a red, white, 3 blacks and a red, and then sandwiched between yellows, and then oh crap, sorry guys. So yeah, just flip through here. So there's like 430 some cards in there. So now my portrait binder, if you look at it, only has, oops, only has like a half a page of rookies custom cards, some signed relics, and then all blank binder pages now. So low battery. Let's get to this card. So here's the card I'm gonna make. Here's the card we are gonna make on camera. You guys saw my last video, maybe. Kevin Lee only hit one of two cards, so this was the card he didn't sign. But my buddy Neil, as usual, he had gotten me this signed. Back before Kevin Lee had cards, I actually taped some certified autograph stickers onto this and asked that he get Kevin Lee, and he did. So we're gonna peel this bad boy off and throw it on this bad boy, since I don't want to send it TTM, and I got that sticker. It's a white card, so just figured I'd throw it on here now. So the plan is to put it on like right there. So that'll be that. So wish us luck. Hopefully I can put it on straight and it'll look nice. Oh, this is gonna be kind of hard. Here I am with shadows. Yeah, this thing really wants to jump onto the card too. There we go. I think we did it, boys. I don't think we have any chicks that follow my channel. There we go. Slap her on there. Let's see how she turned out. Boom. There it is. Kevin Lee, certified autograph sticker. Boom.
Oh, you call me a bot and I
Turned out pretty good for just doing that live. I think I got it like almost 100% straight. There was kind of a little crap. DK is freaking out about. You can kind of see there was a nice level line there to kind of eyeball it. I think I hit it pretty good. Good enough, at least. Good enough for the girls we'll be seeing, right? So that'll start a whole new era in my binder here. Yeah, there is on this thing here, if you can see, I still have 2 pages on each side to fill. So I can put what? I can put 72 more cards in there. So this is 1 of 72, so I need 71 more. Not gonna look. All right, you guys all have a great 2019. I'm gonna do my best to write my goals down. One of my goals I've been thinking about doing. Obviously, I'm going to be losing weight, going on a Vegas trip, hopefully in June. Probably use a tax return for that, since I'm kind of redoing my financial stuff and really gonna buckle down on some bills. And then that's already been in. I've already started to do that. This is my 2nd month of doing that, so I'm on like an 18-month plan for that. I'm really looking forward to banging out my bills, and then I'm gonna try to read a couple books in 2019. It's been a long time, and also gonna get on CBD for like my attention deficit, like my lack of focus and stuff like that. So really looking forward to doing that. Probably gonna swing by the CBD store tomorrow, pick up what I need, and get 2019 rocking. So yeah, I'm gonna start eating well tomorrow. Already had my pizza today. Pizza, and I had some soda. Just had a bowl of freaking, what was it? Cocoa Pebbles. So yeah, I'm tapping out and going out in style with that. So everybody else I hope you hit all your goals for 2019. Pray that all your family and friends and loved ones will all be blessed and have the grace of God on them this year. So you guys take it easy. See you next video, and have a good one.